Alright folks, we're back with another Gen 6 Wi-Fi battle, and today I'm taking on Matt. And I know what you're thinking. This is going to be really something, alright, because hey, after my loss, it made me realize just how excited I felt for Wi-Fi battles, and this is no exception. It's another 6-on-6 as usual. I start off with my trusted Mawile, which needs to be replaced, and he sends out a Donphan, and I'm thinking to myself, oh crap, Donphan's going to prove to be big trouble for me. I'm not kidding, and I make the switch because I don't even want to get near this thing. Believe me, I don't want my Mawile to die, because I need it for something. I send out Roserade, and he goes for the Earthquake, which does some damage, but not as much, just about half. But he makes a switch, and I'm thinking, why would he switch? That's when I learned the hard way. He sends out Fat Tony, the Haunch Crow. And uh-oh, Haunch Crow is known to be a dangerous Pokemon in the right hands, and I had to make a switch. But he pulls a Pursuit and takes down my Roserade. He predicted that I would switch, and I end up paying the price for it. But he gets the Moxie, which boosts his attack power by 1, and I'm like, uh-oh, not a good sign. And he's also Life Orb, which is even more of a bigger problem than it already is. I send out Greninja, I pull an Ice Beam, and I'm thinking, you have to go, Honchkrow. I'm sorry, you have to go. Though if I didn't know any better, it reminds me of some kind of gangster. Honchkrow, I mean. It goes down, I'm relieved, but I lost a Pokemon in the process. I send out, he sends out Infernape, and he goes for the Mach Punch, and that was super effective because I had Protean. Though I pull a U-turn, which I should have just pulled a Surf and took it down. That's going to end up being a big mistake for me in the long run, and you're going to see why. Though with the U-turn I get a free switch, though, since this thing has Mach Punch, that is the more bigger threat. I send out Nidoking, and I think I have to do something, and he pulls a U-turn of his own. Though his U-turn wasn't as damaging as mine. Though mine wasn't very effective. It wouldn't really matter, believe me. Anyway, he sends out his Donphan yet again, and I'm thinking, this guy has to go down. So I pull an Earthquake, and the Earthquake did some damage, but not a whole lot, since most of the time Donphan is mostly defensive. But I do get some health back thanks to Black Sludge. I go for another Earthquake, and again, not much damage. And I get a crit, which I'm lucky. He gets a knockoff, and that takes away my Black Sludge. Not that it matters, since I'm pulling another Earthquake, and I'm hoping this thing can take down the Donphan. It does. Wait, no, it doesn't. But he pulls an Earthquake of his own, and takes out my Nidoking in the process. I should have done a Power-Up Punch just to at least boost his attack power, and then pull the Earthquake. Whatever, it doesn't really matter, so I send out my Aegislash in defense mode, but I'm not wasting time. I'm switching that thing to attack mode and pulling a Shadow Sneak. I gotta pull a Shadow Sneak at least so that way I can at least dish out some pain and take down that Donphan. Because if there's anything I know about battles is that you have to take down the ones that are the bigger threat. He sends out Vaporeon, and I have to make a switch because I don't even know what he's gonna do with his Vaporeon. So I send out my Mawile, which is a good thing, too. And I get the Intimidate off, though I wonder if that's a bad idea. And he uses Scald, and my guess is that he wants to burn my Mawile and prevent it from doing a thing. But I go Mega Evolution into Mega Mawile, though I wonder if it was a good idea to even do it to begin with, because my Mawile hasn't really been doing much in battle. Vaporeon pulls off another Scald, and that takes down my Mawile. I guess you could basically say that my Mawile isn't that great. Anyway, I summon Aegislash once again. He goes for the Scald, and I'm thinking, this guy wants to burn me. And I'm lucky I didn't get the burn. I get the Swords Dance up, which raises my attack by 2 levels. And I need to build up as much attack as possible so that way I can at least take it down in one fell swoop. I have to, because if not, he could pretty much put me in a serious bind. He goes for the Wish, and I'm thinking this must be a Protect Wish type Pokemon. I go for another Swords Dance, and that raises it up to +4. So I'm now +4 attack on my Aegislash. Though I'm only hoping that if I pull off this next move, it can take it down. How wrong I would turn out to be. So he goes now for another Scald, which gets some damage off, and he gets a crit, but he doesn't help. Then I pull off one more Swords Dance, raising his attack to the max at +6. I'm thinking to myself, this has to work, because if it doesn't, I can end up being in serious trouble. And I switch into attack mode as usual, knowing the risk, regardless. And I pull a Shadow Sneak, and I'm hoping that it would take down this Vaporeon, but guess what? it doesn't. It goes for one more Scald, and it takes down my Aegislash. And I'm thinking that was a really bad idea. Really bad idea on my part. Really was. Yeah. But I try. I don't have any regrets doing these battles. I really mean that. So I send out Ninetales, and Ninetales is faster than Vaporeon, and I go for the Energy Ball. And I'm hoping this one can take down Vaporeon, which it does. Thank goodness for that. Yeah, I know sooner or later I'm going to have to change up his moves so that way it can at least be more versatile. And he sends out Manectric, and I'm thinking, what he's going to do? Oh, no. Now he's bringing in a Mega Evolution of his own. Mega Manectric. Never thought I'd be seeing that in battle before, but hey, it's a first. He Mega Evolves to Mega Manectric and gets the Intimidate, which lowers my attack. Not that it matters because he's going to do a Volt Switch, and that Volt Switch is going to get him an instant switch. And I'm thinking, what is he going to switch it with? I mean, why would he Mega Evolve it? There's just like so many questions I have to ask. And he sends out an Infernape, and he actually makes a really smart move. That was a really smart switch, in my opinion. I go for the Flamethrower, and that really doesn't do much, but he goes for a close combat, and that does a crap load of damage, taking down my Ninetales. And I have to admit, I lost this battle. But does it really matter that I lose? Not really. At least I'm learning something from this, because at least this battle was really good. He goes for the Greninja. I summon Greninja, but he gets a Mach Punch off and finishes me. That's it. I tried, and I don't have any regrets. So what if I lost? At least it shows me that there are other people that are willing to put up a challenge. Better not be, like, bashing on me just because I lost. Believe me, I don't want that. Anyway, that's about it. Thank you very much, Matt. I really enjoyed the battle a lot despite my loss. And that's it. If you guys enjoyed this, hit that like button. It does mean a lot to me. And I'll see you guys next time with another battle. All right. Bye, guys.